Good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Welcome to Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes, brought to you by Wholesale Holiday Lighting by Giannini, your complete holiday lighting specialist, meeting all your decorating needs. So with the upcoming holidays, you might want your home professionally decorated, or maybe you want to do this as a business, or maybe this is your business. Give them a call at 631-957-5106. They're located at 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst, New York, right on Long Island. And the website is liholidaylighting.com. And while you're getting ready for the holidays, you can get ready for winter at Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, also on Long Island. The best prices in the tri-state area when it comes to rock salt, which we know there's going to be a shortage, and also the supply chain hangups making it much more expensive this year. Omni going to have the best prices around. They're 631-756-1125, and the website is omnitruevalue.com. Well, everything is moving again, which is a good thing. And we actually are enjoying a pretty nice day. We've got sunshine. Temperatures are warming up through the 70s. I expect some warm spots, especially in places like Maryland, southern New Jersey, Delaware, northern Virginia, maybe even into southern Pennsylvania, push up or maybe even briefly punch through the 80-degree mark today. And we're going to do it again tomorrow. I think it's going to be widespread upper 70s and low 80s, and I wouldn't be at all surprised to see a few warm spots push up to about 84 or 5 before it's all said and done. But we do have some changes, and you can see it here on the satellite. There's a cold front that's getting ready. Still has some time, though. We still have a bit of a ridge here along the East Coast, but it is starting to weaken, and that is going to finally allow this front to not only move on through, but the overall pattern across North America is going to be changing quite a bit in the next week or so, and we are going to definitely start seeing some real autumn weather around here in the Northeast and down into the northern mid-Atlantic. Absolutely quiet on the radar today from Maine down to Florida, except a few showers off the southeast coast of Florida. You're seeing most of the main action with respect to precip is running from the Great Lakes down through Illinois and Missouri, and then we have another surge, and this is some of this is what's left of Hurricane Pamela from the Pacific, producing some heavy rains along the coastal bend of Texas. A little bit of snow action up in parts of Montana and away from the valleys, and also some rain on up into the Pacific Northwest. The Storm Prediction Center, now this is for tomorrow, for Friday. There's no risk of thunderstorm activity up and down the eastern seaboard, but we do see SPC expanding the risk area a little bit from yesterday. They have a marginal risk into central PA and into western New York, going south and west with a slight risk from southeast Ohio down into western Tennessee, northeasternmost Arkansas, southeastern Missouri. The next day, which is Saturday, as that cold front is going to be moving through, they have put up a marginal risk of severe weather from northern Virginia all the way up through central New England. So that includes all the big cities. I think that the risk here is going to be in the form of some isolated severe thunderstorms. There'll probably be some kind of line of showers and storms that moves through. And in that line, there might be one or two cells that could briefly approach severe levels. I would think the main threat from this is going to wind up being wind more than anything else. Certainly not going to be much in the way of rain over the next 7 days. We're looking at the darker green, which represents a quarter to a half an inch. And then you head up north and west of the coast and move back through Pennsylvania and upstate New York, and this is where you start to see amounts of 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a quarter. Still fairly dry in the southeastern part of the United States. The weather front's not going to have a whole lot of impact there, other than maybe a few showers on Saturday, and for many areas it'll be more in the early part of the day than in the latter part of the day. I want to show you the upper air that we're going to be dealing with over the next 7 days. Now, we're going to start out right here. They see that deep trough that moves in. That's the cold front. Now, take a look at what's going on up in Canada through all of this. We're seeing higher than normal pressures building there. And what ultimately happens here is that we have a very blocky looking pattern as we head toward the end of the month. And this is something that the long-range models have been signaling now for a while, and we certainly are seeing very strong indications that this is going to play out. And that is, again, going to mean for intrusions of cool air coming down out of Canada. It also will mean that we'll probably get into a stretch at some point where temperatures are running near or below average, as opposed to near or above average. And of course, with the blocky nature of the pattern, we're going to have to watch to see whether we wind up seeing some storm systems going by to our south. And for you snow lovers out there, it's still just a bit too early. If this were maybe the end of November, beginning of December, you could certainly get much more excited about the prospects for snow in a pattern like this. But in the meantime, here's our front for Saturday. Now, much of the daytime Saturday is probably going to be dry along the coastal plain. This is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with showers and storms approach in central Pennsylvania and points west. And this is the view of what the GFS has in terms of the radar. Those storms will move through in the evening. Some of the other models are actually a little bit slower by a few hours. So I'm thinking late afternoon to late evening, the chance that we could see a line of showers and storms move on through. And then a cool air mass comes in. It's too early to call it cold, but let's call it cool. And on Sunday, there'll probably be instability, cloudiness with an upper trough around. So I'm going for clouds mixed with some sunshine for most of the area, maybe the odd chance that there could be a sprinkle or a shower inland. And then as we look ahead into next week, it's going to be dry and cool for probably through Tuesday at least, maybe moderate a little bit on Wednesday. And then we've got another front that's going to push on through at the end of the week as that blocky pattern begins to set up. And then the model seems to be bullish on the idea of some rain next weekend. This will be the weekend of October 23rd, October 24th. And we're going to talk more about this on my weather platform on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/meteorologist Joe Cioffi, where most of the winter weather coverage will be this upcoming season. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, 631-756-1125 for the best prices in town. OmniTrueValue.com is the website. And Wholesale Holiday Lighting by Giannini, your complete holiday lighting specialist, meeting all your decorating needs at 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst, New York, and the phone number there is 631-957-5106. So enjoy the nice afternoon of weather. The Joe and Joe Weather Show will be on at its usual time tonight, 7:30 Eastern, and we hope to see you there.